If it's your friends, if it's the conversations you're having on the phone all day when you should be listening to this podcast or listening to the work that you have to do or getting this done. So I'm sitting here about to go to the gym, and I just had to pull out the camera, man. As you see by the title of the video, it's a distraction. It's a distraction, bro. What does that mean? What does that mean to you? In my life, I've realized that a lot of the shit we do, a lot of the stuff we think is normal, that we think is in line with what we need to do, is not. And it's just a bunch of going around in circles and getting back to the same place. If you're not focused, if the right people are not around you, if your head's not on straight. And a lot of people, when you really get on that journey, are going to call you selfish, are going to say, dang, what happened to you? Just so many things that you have to get through. You can't really care because there's a reason it's only 1% of people or less that are successful. It's not because they don't know what to do. It's because they don't have the discipline to stop doing what they know they're not supposed to do. And that's the hardest part about life, is controlling those emotions, controlling those urges, to stop doing the things that are in detriment to you. You know that if you read every day for 100 days straight, that good things will come from it. You know that if you stop eating fast food, Taco Bell, McDonald's for 100 days or for a year, that you'll lose your stomach. You know that if you go to the gym every day, 5 days a week, do some cardio, hit your muscles, each muscle, squeeze and contract, good things will come from that. But why don't you do it? That's the whole point. It's all a mind game. It's all in your head. And I think I touched on this before in another video. It's the people around you. We underestimate how powerful that is and how they influence you, especially when you don't have your own mind at the time. Once you get to a certain place in life where you can think for yourself, and some people have it, some people's parents taught them how to think for themselves, but some people didn't have that luxury. Once you change what you're consuming to get to the space where you're able to produce high level thoughts and produce thoughts that the people around you, aren't thinking all the time, that's when you're going to get to a whole nother level. One thing about it, the parties are going to be there. The women's going to be there. But one thing about life, the time keeps ticking away. Time keeps ticking away. And you might not always have the opportunity that you have right now. You might be 25, 26, 27, no kids. So it's a lot less distractions right now to take advantage of the opportunity than it's going to be when it's a woman nagging at you and pulling your emotions in this way, and kids pulling your emotions in this way, and now you can't trace your dreams as hard. You've been programmed to be just stay in line and not take too many risks. So now you're fighting yourself more. So it's just a lot of different things that if you don't take advantage of the situation now and the opportunity that's been presented to you now, it might be 10 times harder. It might be 10 times harder. Now that you have kids, you can't really get away from the bad energy as much because you have to be around the family. You have to be around. It's just so many more things that you have to combat with. And if you're already in that position, then you really gonna have to crank it up 10 times harder than somebody. But at the end of the day, as adults, I'm not even gonna say as men, but as men and women, we are accountable for our actions, no matter what that is. No matter what that is, we're accountable. So it's nobody else's fault but ours, no matter what situation it is. And taking that mindset into account is going to take you much further than blaming people. It's a distraction. So if it's your friends, if it's the conversations you're having on the phone all day when you should be listening to this podcast or listening to the work that you have to do or getting this done, it takes you so far off where you're supposed to be energetically. You're the friend that's always listening to somebody's problems on the phone, and now once you get off the phone, it's not even the time that you're spending on the phone, it's where your brain goes when you're doing those actions. So now you're instead of thinking of thoughts that would have got you to the place that you needed to be, now you're thinking of somebody else's life, somebody else's problem, and most of the time they don't even want to be actually helped. They just want to vent. They really don't want a real response. They don't want a real solution to the problem. So honestly, it's just a waste of time. And that's what I've dealt with in the past. It's like, bro, I'm a man, bro. If somebody's complaining about something and you don't want a solution, that is like insane to me. Like, what am I doing with my time? I could be doing so much more, so much better things with my time right now. Because if I'm telling somebody something, 9 times out of 10, I want to be helped. I'm telling you because you have knowledge in this area, and you can give me some good advice that's going to help me in my life tomorrow. So, unless it's like a real utter situation, a real situation, then I understand, I get it. But that's just me. I mean, I'm not judging, but that can definitely take your focus off of the things that you need to get done. And the whole point of it is to just be aware. It's not about always fucking grinding, but it's like, don't be a dupe. Don't just do things and not understand the reasoning why you do the things. Because now you're not in control of your mind. You're not in control of your reality. So, yeah, man, just make sure you're aware of the distractions in your life. If you're the distraction, if you're consuming too much TV, if you're consuming too much phone time and not using the phone as an advantageous object, if you're using it to distract you from the things in real life, and every day now you're regretting it when you go to sleep. Dang, I should have did this. I should have did that there. I should have did this. And it's like, yeah, you have to cut out the things that's taking your mind away from your task, man. So if you enjoyed this video, just go ahead and drop a like, go ahead and drop a comment, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We got more knowledge coming, more videos coming. And yeah, man, today, don't let the BS distract you, bro. Be able to focus on the task that you need to do. Singular focus. Focus on 1, 2, or 3 things, depending on how bad and deep you are in that point of your life. If you know you're not a focused person, just write down one thing today. I'm gonna get this thing done, and start that. Once you get that one thing done, okay, cool. You gotta start somewhere. Don't beat yourself up. But yeah, man, it starts today. Ain't no tomorrow. And take advantage of your situation right now. So I'm gonna see y'all. Peace.